Hallå och välkomna tillbaka till ett nytt avsnitt utav Konosora, If My Heart Had Wings. Idag så vet jag inte riktigt vad som händer, men det är några dagar innan slutet på augusti och det kan man inte säga detsamma här, utan här är det 18 december idag och vi ska spela det här. Jag har varit extremt upptagen på senaste tiden med jag har börjat spela en Taskman i RuneScape 3. Vilket också kommer komma ut videos på. Jag har spelat in typ 10 videos. Och varje video tar typ så här 4 timmar. Det är typ ungefär 4 timmar som jag lägger ner på en sån video. Och sen så blir det typ 40 minuter. Men det är jävligt kul faktiskt. Jävligt kul. Just nu har jag fastnat på en ganska stor grind. Inte fastnat, men befinner mig på en ganska stor grind. Så jag tänkte att jag tar en liten paus från det där. Och hoppar tillbaka till lite sånt här. Så att idag så ska vi läsa Konosora, If My Heart Had Wings. Och du befinner oss innan augusti som sagt. A few days before the end of August. Jag vet inte hur högt ljudet är, för här finns det ingen musik. Så vi får vänta och se helt enkelt. At the start of summer vacation, nearly half of Flying Fish Manor's residents left to visit their homes. It's been a while since the building was this crowded. Va? Kan du säga det där igen? At the start of summer vacation, nearly half Flying Fish Manor's residents left to visit their homes. Okej. Så jag antar att han försöker säga att de har kommit tillbaks, men det låter väldigt skumt. Nästan hälften av alla som bor här är borta. Det har aldrig varit så här fullt förut. Va? Jag antar att de har kommit tillbaks, eller jag vet inte. I finished cutting the vegetables. I'm done too. The water is boiling. What should I do next? Those should be baked in the oven, right? For how long? Everyone was asking for my instructions all at once. I felt like a master chef. Put the cut vegetables into the boiling water. Cover the pot and let it boil for around 10 minutes. Don't put it into the oven yet. Bake it together with these. Jag vill också se att han står här framför sig och liksom pekar med alla händer. Alla 2 händer han har. Där. Inte någonting där. Wasabi? Nej, jag vet inte. While I was quickly rattling off instructions, I was also doing my own work. Chopping onions. That's the only thing I'm good at. I'm a man. It had been a while since I prepared dinner for such a large number of people. Can I help? Can I help with anything? Amane-senpai. Yeah, please sit over there and watch TV. Don't touch the knife. It's dangerous. Kana, please take care of Amane-chan. Okay. Mochizuki-senpai, let's go over there and watch TV. But I wanted to help. Kanako-san dragged the eager to help. Kanako-san dragged the eager to help Amane-senpai in front of the TV. The people and food, the heat from the oven, and fire from the stove, all that mixed together seemed like a battlefield. Och kolla, nu får jag ett sms också. Om jag kan komma in och jobba klockan tidigare. Vänta. The people and food, the heat from the oven, and fire from the stove, all that mixed together seemed like a battlefield. How did it suddenly come to this? Frågan om jag kan komma in och jobba klockan 12. Det är om 30 minuter. Det tar typ 30 minuter för mig att gå till jobbet. Jag ska egentligen börja klockan 2 idag. Kan du komma in 12? Nej, då måste jag gå nu. Jag har inte tid med det. Jag kommer in 13 skrev jag. We're finally having a training camp. Georgian, I'm so excited. I don't think it's any different than usual. Though, we're sleeping in our room anyway, right? That's right. It begins today, the Soaring Club's training camp. Though, to be honest, nothing has really changed. Himari still returns home and Amane-senpai still only comes here for free food. Jag ska öppna något att dricka, nu måste jag vakna till liv här så vi tar en cider. Alkoholfri cider. En briska jordgubb. Faktiskt... So if I were to say what this training camp was all about, it was the early morning watch duty that we held just like last year. The morning glory should appear by the end of summer. It wouldn't be strange for it to appear any time now. Being on watch duty meant staying overnight at the secret base and watching for any changes in the sky. We're starting immediately from tonight onwards. I prepared dinner earlier than usual to take the opportunity and organize a meeting afterwards. Alright, it's done. Oh, there's so much delicious looking food. Help me bring it to the table, woman. Nu måste jag förbereda mig lite här. För det ska jag tydligen gå och jobba. Jag skulle jobba hela tiden, jag menar, men jag ska in till jobbet en timme tidigare. Den timmen hade jag tänkt lägga på att spela in det här. Jag tänkte spela ett par avsnitt, men nu blir det ett avsnitt. Gå och duscha, sen gå till jobbet. Ja. Det gör inte så mycket. Jag jobbar ändå inte så länge idag. Jag skulle jobba 14 till 20. Det blir 13 till 20 istället då. Det är inte så farligt. Jag måste bara fixa en snus. Nu ska vi fixa lösnus också. Ettan lös. Det är den känslan man får just nu. Det är lite grann det vi måste leva efter här. Help me bring it to the table. Oh, sure. The food that everyone prepared was lined up on the table. The sight of so much food served on large plates kind of felt like a training camp indeed. Så det är perfekt. Det här kanske blir lite stort, men... Jag måste ju vakna till liv på riktigt här. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've had Oikun's cooking. Now I'm hungry. Can we start eating? Before we start, President Kotori has a few things she'd like to say. Rice! Bow! Rice! When I announced this, Kotori cleared her throat with authority. Right, everyone, I would like to thank you all for your hard work this year. Kan jag typ sänka musiken lite? Bara lite. Jag tror det blir bra sådär. Our objective and our dream, the day we fly above the morning glory, is gradually drawing near. We only have one chance. Failure cannot be permitted. Until summer is finished, let's stay fired up and make sure absolutely no mistakes. Too long, Kotori. Oh, I'm starving. Hey, I'm not a member of the Soaring Club, so can I go ahead and eat already? Quack, quack. No, those guys. Come on, the food's gonna get cold. Oh, fine. Eat this delicious food to your heart's content and raise your fighting spirit. Oh, yay! Yes! Let's eat! Everyone scrambled for the food at once. Seriously, they just killed the mood. If you go all out like this, you won't last very long. No, that's not true. I'll keep fighting even if I'm the last soldier standing. I'm not sure what she wants to fight for, but her fighting spirit is admirable. Ever since she flew the glider for the first time the other day, she has had excessive motivation. Over the past few days, she has been practicing flying from dawn till dusk, and she didn't show a tired face even once. Her piloting skills have really improved. Very soon we will be able to see those beautiful clouds again. That reminds me, Asa-chan, you saw the cloud from the Windmill Hill last year, right? Yeah, it was very beautiful. That cloud and the glider flying through the sky. But it can be even more incredible, right? Yeah, munch. Strictly speaking, I wouldn't call that a morning glory or right? Amane-senpai said while eating in her usual messy way. Amane-chan, either eat or talk. Pick one. Ugh. No. That was a sign that a true morning glory could come this year. Today we learned that the cloud we saw last year was a big sign that a real morning glory was very likely to appear this year. It happened a few hours ago. Now, this is all the data for my reasoning. This is all the data my reasoning is based on, Senpai said as she showed a variety of data displayed on the computer screen. And in short, it means that at the end of this summer, there is a very high probability that a morning glory will occur. Senpai's words filled the place with tension and excitement. We heard Senpai's presentation and felt that her reasoning was believable. Can I ask a question? No. You said there's a high probability. How high is it? Let's see. I can't say the exact number, but from a rough calculation, it's around 30%. Det var inte så mycket. Wait, how is that high? Considering that normally it doesn't occur at all, isn't 30% pretty high? It was just as Yorichan said. The phenomenon known as morning glory occurs in Kasanagura. Only once a decade or so. But if that's the case, isn't that a huge bargain? Last year a small one had appeared too. The cloud Aoi-kun and I flew by last year wasn't exactly a morning glory. Then what was it? Merely one that failed to form. But still, this is the basis for my reasoning. Here, look at this. Amane-senpai moved the mouse and showed us some more data on the screen. Senpai got that data for her new windmill model construction project. It's detailed weather data from around Kasanagura. She analyzed it and reached the conclusion she told us about just now. Currently, 2 sets of data were displayed. Here is the data from the day when we saw that cloud last year, and here from the 26th of August, 28 years ago. August 26. 28 years ago. This date didn't ring a bell at all, but the data taken from 2 completely different years truly resembled each other. They're similar, so what? We don't have a complete records, but it seems in that day an unformed morning glory appeared in Kasanagura. What does that mean? Yeah, in short, you want to say that after the appearance of an unformed one. In the following year, the real morning glory is likely to appear, right? Senpai nodded. We stared at the monitor intently. At first, no matter how long we stared, there were just lists of meaningless numbers to us. But if Mochizuki Amane says so, that alone was good enough for us. This data made our 1 year-long wait appear meaningful in the end. So, does that mean if a morning glory doesn't appear by the end of summer, it won't appear at all? There's almost no doubt about it. As I explained earlier, the moist air is obstructed by Mount Tsukubei, and it flows over the lake where... Okay, I get it already. Kotori quickly stopped Amane-senpai, who started explaining everything from the beginning again. We couldn't bear to listen to such a complicated explanation again. We got the gist of it and that was good enough. Oh, it means it's finally time. Yeah, we will have another chance after we failed last year. I couldn't stop my lips from forming a daring smile. And thus, we got all fired up after listening to Amane-senpai's explanation. That's why we gathered like this, to have a feast. The problem lies with the flight plan. We must revise Senpai's data. While I was eating the food, I discussed with everyone my thoughts after hearing Senpai's explanation. The cloud that Oi-kun and I flew by last year appeared approximately at 1 kilometer. But according to the old member's navigation journal, the morning glory that appeared 27 years ago was at 2 kilometers. So we have to fly 1 kilometer higher? Himari placed her hand on her chin and thought about it. 2 kilometer height isn't really high for a cloud. But since we are using the winch launch, we have yet to experience flying at such an altitude. Oh, if only we had a plane. Are there thermals that reach that high? There could be, but I thought about everything. The problem is that the morning glory appears around dawn. What does that mean? There are hardly any thermals then. The ground cools down during the night, so it takes time to warm up again. But if we wait until sunrise and then slowly ascend, we won't make it in time. It's the sunlight that warms the ground up. And until the ground surface heats up, thermals won't appear. Låter som att det är omöjligt med andra ord. Men samtidigt, de såg den, så det kan inte vara omöjligt. Om det inte visar sig att de hade en jävla plan. Okay, liten paus där. I nodded at Senpai's explanation and added one more thing. If possible, it's the best to take off before sunrise while it's still dim. Oh, but then it will be hard to find thermals. On the other hand, aren't there thermals above the lake? The way heat is transferred is different between land and water. Land easily heats and cools, but with water, it's slower. That's why the temperature over lakes or seas is lower than above the ground during the day, creating a gentle downward draft. But at night, it's the opposite. The ground cools first, but above lakes that haven't cooled down just yet, updrafts are forming. No, it's not that easy. It's like that at midnight, but at dawn, even the lake has already cooled down. Solen går knappt ner på sommaren. Jag vet inte hur det ser ut i Japan. Well, yeah. After all, if we don't find other ways to ascend. We learned from our failure the last year, and that's why we're talking together about the flight plan. We've already talked about it countless times, but with the new data, we have something more solid to discuss. Yorchan gave us a sidelong glance and said with a sigh, still, the probability that it won't appear is high. And yet, you're firing yourself up so much. Would you be alright when you face the disappointment? We will worry about it then. We can challenge it again the next year, and the year after next. And next year. Jävla länge tror de att de ska vara här. Alltså, jag vet inte hur gamla de är, men det här spelet har utspelat sig under jättelång tid nu. Jag vet inte om det utspelar sig under 1 eller 2 år, eller jag vet inte, 1 år i alla fall. Väldigt lång tid det här spelet utspelar sig, och jag gillar ändå det, men jag gillar när de utspelar sig över lång tid. But if it comes this year, we absolutely cannot miss the chance. Kotor and Himari nodded in agreement with my words that were filled with a strong will. These two didn't forget last year's frustration. And thus, the next Super Repeat students will be born, and the tradition of the Soaring Club will be inherited. Ja, exakt. It's enough that Amane-chan did this. We wouldn't go that far. Isn't that fine? Leading a student's life for much longer than other people is economical. Ja, det har hon rätt i, men det är kanske inte, man har nog inte lika mycket friheter dock, men det är nog ganska ekonomiskt. Jag gick också i skolan väldigt länge. För jag bytte hela tiden. Jag gick 2 år. Jag gick 2 år på el. Sen efter det gick jag 2 år på estet. Sen så gick jag 1,5 år på en folkhögskola. Sen läste jag klart allting på komvux. Och det jag läste på komvux då var gymnasieexamen i samhällskunskap. Så jag har gjort typ allting. Gymnasieexamen och högskole. Jag har högskolebehörighet men jag har inte gått på någon högskola än. Vi får se. Så vad tog det för mig? Typ 5,5 år. Jag kan inte relatera till det här. Det är ganska ekonomiskt men du har inte lika mycket friheter. Det var ju liksom inte förrän man var klar med skolan man kunde flytta hemifrån så. Jävlar vilka friheter man fick då. Eller ja, framförallt när man får ett jobb och börjar tjäna jävligt mycket pengar. Då man börjar få friheter. Kotori firmly clenched her fist. We can't become like Amane-chan. We'll settle this in one go. Himmer and I nodded in agreement with serious expressions. Oh, by the way, who's going to fly? Huh? Well, only 2 people can fly the glider. Asa-chan asked an innocent question, a point that didn't cross anyone's mind so far. We all looked at each other. Then almost simultaneously, we all turned our eyes at Amane-senpai. Huh? I'm not flying. Just imagining flying at a 2 kilometers altitude is scary. Are you really fine with this, Amane-chan? This time you might go to the place you didn't reach that day. Senpai quickly shook her head. Didn't I tell you already? I only came here to help you guys, nothing else. After she clearly declared this, she got a little sad. For Senpai, the glider is already a thing of the past. Well, we'll figure it out little by little. Right now, it's more important to find out how we will ascend. That's right. It's not that we don't have a plan for the time being. During our meal, everyone exchanged ideas. The arguments became increasingly heated. The bath is free. I walked into the dining hall while I was drying my hair with a bath towel. Usually, I take a bath after everyone, but today I went in first. In the dining hall, everyone was playing cards. Nesan, you pulled the old maid. No, I didn't. Absolutely not. Asa-chan is honest and easy to see through. Did Amane-senpai head home already? Yeah, she had eaten enough. She told us to pass you her thanks for the dinner. Oh, it's good that Amane-senpai is such a big eater. Thanks to that, she drops by like this. If that wasn't the case, she would have been secluding herself in her workplace all the time. She could have even stopped exchanging poorly written messages with us. Hooray for gluttony. And Kotori? Oh, she's probably sneakily practicing in her room. On the simulator. The other day, Kotori borrowed Hibari-san's laptop. She has been using it to practice on the simulator in her room. However, it appears that Kotori doesn't think showing her hard-working side to anyone would be a virtue. So she persistently denies that she's like that. That's why everyone is calling it sneaky practice. Should I go get her? No, it's fine. I don't want to bother her. But Oi-senpai, you're already leaving. It's not that I won't be able to see her for a long time. I just wanted to see her face. Nothing else. Well then, I'll prepare to leave. Va? Jag hänger inte riktigt med på vad som hände där, men okej. I'm thirsty. Quack. Oh, you came out at last. You're still here? Did Amane-chan already go home? Yeah, she left. But well, I'll be going soon too. I see. Take care. Jag tror det är så, när någon tittar runt och låter looks around. If you're looking for Oi, he already left. Huh? No way, it's already this late. Neglecting your boyfriend and engrossing yourself in a simulator, as expected from a woman with an unrequited love for the sky. Huh? And I wanted to see him off. Okay. Man, you really have a great view of the stars here. While walking up the slope of the Windmill Hill, I gazed at the starry sky that spread over it. It was clear today, so you could see the stars really well. On top of that, from the Windmill Hill, there are fewer obstructions to block the view. Just like last year, the glider was assembled and stood at the runway, covered with a sheet. However, we are doing watch duty from the secret base. The view from there is definitely better than from the garden of Flying Fish Manor. I don't know when the changes in the sky will occur. It wouldn't be an exaggeration if I said you have to spot them the second they appear, or you can miss them. However, we can't leave a lone girl for the whole night in such a remote location. Besides me, everyone will do watch duty in pairs. I'll be dropping them off and picking them up too, even with 2 people. I'll be worried to let them walk all the way here during nighttime. In the wide area around here, there's nothing but solar panels and windmills. This sight gave me the impression that mankind had perished and only machines remained on this world. Låter som... låter som någonting. Jag vet inte vad jag tänkte säga. Kashörn. Finns inte en anime. Jag tror den heter Kashörn Sins eller något sånt där. Jag tror den heter så. Ja. Men jag vet inte om det är den jag tänker på. Jag tror det är den jag tänker på. Intressant. Jag får med att den var ganska bra. Jag minns inte. Jag vet inte ens om det är rätt. Det finns ju flera olika sådana där. Kanske inte är den jag tänker på, men... Det är ju den jag tänker på uppenbarligen, men det kanske inte är den jag menar egentligen. This sight gave me the impression that mankind... Ja, precis. Inside my pocket, my cell phone chimed. A message. It was from Coterie. I'm sorry, I was in my room and didn't notice the time. I wanted to see you off and say goodnight. That message made my heart feel warm and fluffy. I didn't realize it, but it seems like I miss her. Tomorrow morning, I'll get up early and wait for you. Tomorrow morning, I'll get up early and wait for you. Good night. I smiled unconsciously. Man, that was nice. Those were just some trifling words, but they made my heart feel strangely at ease. What a wonderful feeling. No. I got a message. It's from Oikun. Quack quack. Message? Quack quack. Thanks for your message. You were practicing hard, right? How did you find out I was practicing? There will be flight practice tomorrow too, so don't overdo it and go to sleep early. When I get back, could you help me get breakfast ready? I love you. Good night. He said, I love you. Nej, han skrev I love you. Men my heart skipped a beat. Quack quack. Good night, Oikun. What a beautiful... All right, time to go to bed to be ready for tomorrow. Quack quack. But before that, I'll send him a message and tell him I love him too. Okay. Okej, jag tror vi ska ta och avsluta här. Jag ska springa och duscha och sen så ska jag gå till jobbet. Så... Men det här var ganska kul ändå. Så jag ska nog spela mer imorgon. Det här är ett spel man spelar på förmiddag. Man sitter inte och spelar det här mitt i natten. För då känns det som att... Ja. Jag ska tacka er för att ni har kollat på det här avsnittet utav If My Heart Had Wings. Så får ni helt enkelt ha det bra tills vi hörs nästa gång. Jag vet inte hur mycket det är kvar på Coteries Route, men jag tror inte att det är jättemycket kvar. Samtidigt, jag vet inte. Det känns som att vi har varit på ens route väldigt länge. Så jag vet inte. Vi skulle kunna vara nära slutet. Det skulle kunna vara mycket kvar. Ingen vet. Alla undrar. Vem vet? Inte jag. Det är avsnittet är slut i alla fall. Så jag får tacka så mycket för att ni har tittat på det avsnittet av If My Heart Had Wings. Bara för referens här så är det här avsnitt 45. Så tack för att ni har kollat. Vi hörs. Hej då!